Welcome to it. This is the Boscov's Berks Jazz Fest channel on the People Chronicles, and it's a wonderful day. I'm in the spirit. I'm ready to go decorate a tree. We are live at the Miller Center, Rack Miller Center on stage, and I just heard, and you just performed. Do you have any idea, 11th annual Peter White and Friends Christmas Tour, what number this could possibly be, Peter?
I don't know. We've been here every year since...
It's great.
We started the tour in 2003. And
you can't not come here, can you?
No, we've been here every single time, not to this, but in the Reading area.
Why? What is it about Reading? Why do you make sure Reading's on your radar for the tour?
We've been playing here. I remember playing the first time I played the Berks Jazz.
Yeah.
Was I think 1993, and that was significant because I met Mindy Abair that day.
She was saying she was playing for John Tesh.
Yes, and I was doing I was opening up for him, I think, and this blonde lady comes up to me and says, "Hi, I'm Mindy. Nice to meet you."
And you said,
"Nice to meet you."
I bet.
And that was it. I no idea that we'd be doing this. 10 years later we would start this tour, and it would continue so many years.
It's interesting the circle that has happened. So I didn't know you met Mindy here at the Boscov's Berks Jazz
Reading,
Fest.
yeah.
Did you meet Rick here as well?
I met Rick at a Sade concert.
Oh.
Actually, I think I got him the gig because they were looking for a trumpet player who was very tall. It had to be tall because
Sade's rather
fit in with the other
yes.
guy who was singing. So I said, "Oh, and I know this guy Rick Braun. I don't really know him, but I've seen him." And he got the gig, and we met soon after that. So I go back to the early '90s with Rick.
You guys seem like you have such a friendship, a bond beyond music. When you're on stage, there's just a connection.
Well, we do. We love each other. We
yeah,
really do.
you can tell.
And if we didn't, we wouldn't keep this tour going so many years.
True.
I'd start to think, let's switch it up a bit here.
Well, you do switch up a little bit.
Well. It works so well with Rick and Mindy. It's just a great combination, and we do change the show every year to try and make it better.
You incorporated all of your CDs, and you have a brand new CD.
Yeah.
It's called Smile. It's a great song.
Hi.
I really like your smile. I really love your smile.
I've never achieved a smile on any album cover I've done before.
You've never achieved a smile? What do you mean by that?
Well, in the photo shoots, they always end up picking the photo where I'm looking dreamy.
Oh.
Or I'm gazing off into space. But I said, why can't I just smile into the camera? And sure enough, we did a photo shoot, and every single photograph I was smiling. So there was no way that we couldn't avoid picking a nice smile for the album cover.
So there was an ulterior motive to write that, so you could smile on an album cover.
It seemed to be. I mean, I don't think I'm that clever and that devious, but it just kind of worked out that way. I said, here's my opportunity now, and I'm going to smile. And then when I finally saw it, I go, oh my goodness, I'm smiling.
Yay!
Wow.
You're a great storyteller, Peter.
Yes.
And you shared a story on stage. You said you've never had a lesson, and you learned to play watching the Beatles.
Well, listening to the Beatles on the radio. But I remember watching the film of the Beatles at Shea Stadium. Mm-hmm. And I must have been, 8, 9 years old. And I thought it was the most exciting thing I'd ever seen in my life. And mostly because the girls were screaming.
Like they did here tonight when you were on stage. Same thing.
And I love the fact that, our lovable mop top boys were out there, and they come to America and they make good in America, and they're sweating and they're singing and the girls are screaming. I thought, I want some of this. Maybe if I learned to play the guitar, I knew that I was never going to be a great singer. But if I can play the guitar, maybe I'd be up there and the girls will scream for me just a little. And they did a little bit tonight, didn't they?
Yes, absolutely. There was lots of screaming.
I've achieved my dream.
Especially when you donned that who was it? Elvis here?
Elvis?
Yeah.
Elvis was here?
Blue Christmas.
No, that wasn't me. I don't know who that was. Elvis suddenly appeared on stage and started singing, but it looks like me. But
you want your music to be a story.
Yeah.
The music is a story. How do you tell a story with your instrument? You do that.
Mozart had no problem with that.
Yeah.
When I listened to Mozart, I'm transported, and it's all about feeling it. I see experiences, I see stories. A story isn't just words.
When I listen to the music, and I know that, and I try to put myself in the mind of the composer, and you think, where did that come from?
Well,
and then
this is a very popular question, by the way. Where did that come from? Well, it came from Sears.
The catalog.
I don't know where it comes from. But if you stop thinking, that's
and just
when
feel it, yeah.
And the feeling creates an idea, and the idea becomes a little part of a song, and then you make that bigger. Then it becomes a song, a full song.
I can only imagine how big your smile got. And this is me imagining as a parent, honestly, Peter. When I saw you have a very special guest musician on the CD with you.
Oh.
That has to be a moment.
My daughter Charlotte.
Yeah.
In fact, she's played on my last 2 CDs, and I think she played on the not Good Day. It was the one after that. Now I've forgotten.
You've forgotten your own CD. Well, actually, 16 CDs later. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the beach playing my guitar. Anyway, she played on my previous CD, but she was only 9 then, and this time I think she was 13.
What's that feel like for you? I mean, how's it changed the dynamic?
I'm treating her as an equal, really.
She's 13 years old.
And I think for somebody, when I was her age, it always meant a lot to me to be treated like an equal by an adult. Because it's a very proud feeling for me, and she's my daughter. But when we're working together in the studio, we're just equals. I say, try this, let's try that. I treat her like I would treat any other musician.
But I'm sure in her heart, listen to me, I don't know, but I can only imagine what it must feel like for her to be on stage with her dad, Peter White. That's pretty cool.
It hasn't happened in a while. She's a lot shyer than she was when she was younger.
Well, she's 13. That'll pass.
She came up one time. We were doing Elvis. Elvis came on stage, and she came up and she sang. I think she sang the last line of the song by herself.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm a very proud daddy, and she's very, very musical. Lovely girl. I say little girl. She's getting tall now.
A chip off the old block, as they say. You'll be back, I presume. You're always back. You are a perennial favorite here at the Boscov's Berks Jazz Fest.
The year doesn't go right for me unless I can appear at the Boscov Jazz Festival. So I will be here in April, I think, with huge groove and Rick Braun, and we're doing a show called Jazz Attack.
It wouldn't be the same without you. So thank you for coming back, and thank you so much for making the time between your shows today. Best to you, and safe travels.
Thank you very much. I'm going to take a nap now. Thank you.
Peter
Bye.
White.